If you give me money right now for real estate, I'll use it and do catfish business. 10,000 could give you 480,000 times 3. I've had to sack more than I can count. And finding that person that loves what you do and holds on to it the way you would hold on to it is difficult. And another experience that is really bad is the fish being poisoned by my neighbors.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kekeli Michael. I know a lot of you out there are struggling to sell your catfish. You have managed to grow them up to a stage where you need to sell, but the marketing is a problem. I'm here on Ray Dallas Farm, in fact the billionaire farmer. I'm here to pick some nuggets from him. You see, when people are making certain moves and you see that they are successful, you don't compete, you come and learn from them.
Yeah, I'm Regan Okori, real estate developer. The name of my business is Professional Homes and Agro Farm. We are located here in Kaswa, and I'm into livestock. I build to sell, and over the years, it's been going on well, not until COVID happened. I was forced to go into agric.
Before we get back into the video, I want to share with you a great way you can get your animals, your vegetables, your fruits, your spices, I mean any farm produce directly from source. I'm talking about AV Fresh Farm Market. It's a smart platform that aims to connect farmers to customers, thereby giving some win-win. You the customer, you can cut down the cost of your produce. To we the farmers, it also gives us a platform where we can connect among ourselves and make decisions, know what's going, set prices and stuff. Without wasting your time, go onto the platform www.avfreshfarm.com and sign up. Just go through the platform and register. It also, aside that, it also brings other actors to on board, delivery guys, a whole lot. The plan is so huge that it's a tool that you can't afford to miss. So sign up. See you in the video.
Okay, the real estate started with myself and my landlord. At the time, I was renting, staying at La Paz, and I thought about renovating the whole place. And when it turned out to be good, I invited him over, and he said, "This is lovely." And I went in with a deal with him, telling him he should give me 2 years free rent, and I'll renovate another room for him. And when I did, he upped up his rent, and that's how it started. I started changing the face of his apartment and giving him more value to his unit. Then I said to myself, you can do this. All you need is the land. Then that's how I got into real estate fully. I went to Lakeside and I started 4-bedroom homes, duplex, and I started putting it up for sale. Even before I get done to plastering, roofing, I have people calling me, "Oh boss, I would like to buy this your property." I said, "Oh really? With the right amount, you have it." And little did I know that was going to turn into a big empire today. Moving from real estate to farming has to do with you as an individual understanding the fact that you're a family person. You consume most of these things you're about to start farming. So I started off not with the mindset of making money off them. I started off with the mindset of owning and controlling my own beef and proteins. Then my friends started visiting. I said, "Oh, I like this your fish. How much?" I was even confused. How do I sell what I never made? It's a point of business. I gave them a price, I purchased it, and I looked into it and became what it is today. That's how this whole farming thing started for me.
It started with which one?
It started with the catfish.
How many did you start with?
Well, the catfish, I started with 200 pieces.
Was it in this?
I was in the tarpaulin tank.
Okay.
And for that, it was just supposed to be for the household. It wasn't meant for sales. But when people come over, they see it and they like the sizes, they wanted it. So at that point, I realized that if I don't expand on time, I will disappoint a lot of people because the cost and the referrals were becoming much, and I had to do that.
Then, how many capacity did you?
From 200 pieces, I increased it to 5,000 capacity, and in that journey, the story is interesting. I sold the 200 pieces, and I felt like the money could start off a new project, and I went in. I already had the land, so I went in buying the materials, and I got stuck in the middle of the project. Then I had to think about selling one of my lands to continue the project. So I did, and in the middle of that, it got stuck too. Luckily for me, someone came through with a project to my first love, being real estate, saved me, and I was able to finish the project. What I was building up for the catfish, being the 5,000 capacity storage, and today the story has increased up to about 10,000 to 20,000 capacity, and we are still expanding.
Looking at you mean 20,000 in this?
So each of them takes 1,500, and we have up to about 22 tanks. Okay. So yeah.
Your first production.
Yeah.
Was it that the profit was so huge that you felt like, nah, you have to...
The profit was interesting. Then I looked at, I just placed this amount of money and I got this. Why can't I take this serious and make it a real business? So I went in registering the business. I went in doing all sorts of things. Money went different angles just to make sure I'm doing the right thing. And yeah, here we are today. The facility we are standing in can hold up to about 10,000 to 15,000 fishes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have this model in how many properties?
I have this in 3 properties.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's talk about management. How do you manage to handle?
Well, the properties are not far from where I live, and waking up in the morning, taking a stroll is like everybody going to the gym. You just have to be intentional about it. So I come down myself and my workers. We handle the maintenance, the cleaning, which is not so difficult. You just have to know when you are doing it and psych your mind to it. So we do change our water systems every 3 days. So in every 3 days, what my storage can hold is to change 3 tanks. So we start early as 5, and by 10 o'clock we're done. And that will be that for the day. Then the rest will be the following day or 2. Yes.
In terms of starting, let's say I want to start this project with 10,000.
Yeah.
What really goes into it?
10,000 what? The fish?
Yeah.
Okay. With
let's say 5,000.
Okay, with 10,000, that's
number is familiar, more like.
For me, I do from 10,000. Okay. That's the lowest I do here.
Okay.
So with 10,000 for a beginner, that's very huge. Okay, but if you are entrusting that 10,000 with someone that has more experience, that's okay. Now, with 10,000, you should budget 20,000 cedis to purchase your fingerlings.
Okay.
And you should have about 55 to 60,000 worth of cedis for feeding. Then when it comes to prepaid, you should budget down 8,000 cedis. Then salary, depending on the number of people you have. Okay. So with that, you are looking at spending 120,000 or 150,000 in total, to the point where you can sell them. And the moment where you can sell them, per kg, you can sell for 40 cedis. That means one fish costs 40 cedis. Now, when you put 40 cedis times the 10,000, which you might not really get 10,000 at the end of the day. Let's say you lost 2,000 and you're left with 8,000. That's still a high value of profits, because that will give you approximately 320,000 Ghana cedis. And when you take all your expenditures off it, you'll be left with the profit that can start another phase of 10,000 and leaving you with enough profit to still go to the bank with.
Okay.
Yes.
Most of the times we do videos like this and we hear this
interesting figures.
Yes.
Are they realistic? Because when you hit the garden, the reality is different.
Okay, they are realistic because it takes only one person to be your clients to purchase those fishes from you. Okay, one person can buy all your fish in a month time. Yes, you don't need to look for everybody, you just need one person, and that one person will spread the news to the rest. And the best people are not the household users or consumers. The best people are the market people. So you need the market women that does the smoking of the fish. They would buy frequently because there are days of the weeks that we assign as market days. So on those days, before those days will hit, they'll be here to pick it up. Yes, so the number and those videos you see, they are real. One big mistake farmers make, they don't keep records. They just take the money and feel good about it, and yeah. But if they have to keep record of every expenditure, they will realize that the business has given them times two what they've even put in. So yes, it's profitable.
You made mention of market women. A lot of farmers are running away from market women because of how they price
them.
Produce and stuff.
Okay, so
how do you handle them that?
For me, I don't do adverts. I don't go looking for them. The product sells itself, and they are farmers and they are farmers. There are some people that cannot really wait for the product to be really mature to hit up to 1 kg, and probably because they've run out of funds to feed them or continue maintaining them. So at that point, they'll be forced to sell. And if you're forced to sell when your fishes are 800 grams, that means you will need more than one to make 1 kg. Okay, and you'll be counting losses at that point. But if you are patient enough to hit up to 1 kg and above, you should see your money. And how I deal with the market women is that I make sure my fishes are at the same size when I want to sell them. I don't make them come to buy what they think they are okay with. I make sure that the sizes available is 1 kg and 1 kg and above. So by the time you put it on the scale, the 40 cedis is what it is.
So you sell a kg for 40 cedis?
40 cedis.
Okay.
Yes.
Are there seasons that the price goes up?
Yes. Yes, they are. We are in such seasons from November, December, January. Are seasons where everybody loves to purchase more of this because those that will buy to smoke dry and export will be coming down to Ghana to check on their farms to see how well their farms are doing and how they are going to hit up to the markets where they supply. So times like that, one person can buy off all your products, and it takes up to 6 to 8 months to really get it up to the size you are selling in a day. So when you buy off everything I have in the farm in 1 day, that means I will be out of business for the next 8 months. So definitely, this is the season, December, November, January. And for those seasons that are not seasons are because you are raising your fingerlings, not because there is no market. You are raising it so you can't sell. So yeah.
So when it comes to the production aspect, do you have a particular breed that you, or how do you call it?
Claras.
Yeah.
I work with Claras. I don't do hybrid. Hybrid takes longer time to mature. Yeah, so I just stick to Claras because of the market women, like I said earlier. They are my go-to. Yeah, my go-to. And then I need to make sure my productions are on time.
You made mention that you make sure that they are all of the same size.
Yes.
How do you manage to do that? Because I know that naturally.
Okay, it's being done by sorting them.
Okay.
So when we lower the water, we separate them by sizes. Okay, you first of all use your eyes to weigh them. Second of all, you bring them out and weigh them in a scale. But by the time you are done with that, we have a particular tank that has the same size or bigger than, just a little bit fraction away from the other one, but not so much gap. That way it helps you with the right feed, helps you with the right sales, and you would then know how much has gone in before you got to this size. Then you would understand if where you got the fingerlings from, if they are good or they are bad. Some people don't give you good fingerlings; they give you bad fingerlings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about cost of structure and stuff. Now you are more into the real estate,
Yes.
and you have a very wonderful layout here.
Yeah.
If I want to do the same thing here,
This will set you back.
is it setting back?
It will set you back a lot. Okay, but let me tell you.
Okay.
First of all, if the place does not have fence wall, you will need to start off buying blocks, about 2,800 to 3,000 blocks. That will help you do the fence wall and also the tanks. Then you need about 70 bags of cement. Okay. Sand, one trip, stones, one trip. Then labor, depending on where you're working from. So in everything, you should budget around 150 to 200,000 to get up to this stage. Considering you would have to do a borehole, considering you have to buy poly tanks. Yes, I have quite a lot of them. Yeah. So 200,000 will go down the drain, if not more today.
The challenges.
Oh, the challenges are with concrete ponds. When you're done, it looks beautiful when they are done plastering it. But at the end of the day, when you place the water and you start experiencing leakages, you would have to do it all over again. For example, this was the original plastering here. Okay. When we applied the water, we experienced leakage. I had to do another thick layer of plastering to hold the water. So such costs would come when you don't do it correctly. So what I learned differently to do is to make sure I do the plastering in the evenings around 4 to 5.
Right.
So the sun don't expand the mortar too fast. When the sun hits on it too fast, it ends up being open to leakage. But in these states, when the sun is down, is not so aggressive, it takes its time to get dried. And that will save you a lot.
Catfish Farm is still popped up because I have people online that are like struggling to make sales. Is it still?
It is profitable. You see, I only spoke about one section of sales, which is the market women.
Okay.
I never spoke about those people that does the table size, point and kill. Okay. If you want to deal with those people, they are open for you to access them. But when you weigh the option of their frequent purchase compared to the market women are still the best people to run to. So instead of looking for who would give you 100 cedis per kg of fish or whatever, just look for the lowest person around you that can be consistent. And when your income is consistent in this business, it helps you save. Because day by day, you are spending money, changing the water, buying prepaid, feeding these fishes. So I would always tell those farmers that they should aim low for a longest period of time till they gain their grounds to increase their sales or prices. Yeah.
Well, what's the monthly running cost like?
Monthly over a year, when it comes to feeding, with 10,000, I would say 6,000 cedis for the feeding.
For a month?
For a month. Then prepaid will hit you around 1,000 depending on the machines you're using. I use machine to pump out, I use machine to pump in. So my cost goes high. Yeah.
Wow. And how long do you keep them here before you sell them?
Well, it depends on the breed again. I have the hybrid and the Claras. Okay. And some people mix the Claras and the hybrid together. And that will give you a very confusing calculation. With the Claras, they are fast in growth. The hybrid, they're slow in growth at the early stage and they pick up later on. But that period of time that you would wait for them to grow, you spend a lot in feeding them. Okay, so I do only Claras, and Claras with 6 months, you should hit 1 kg.
Okay.
Yes.
The Claras is what is giving you the results?
They're giving me the results so far.
So is it like the Claras is the local?
No, it's still, the Claras is more or less like its own original breed.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's its own original breed. Okay. And they grow really, really big.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say with anybody that wants to go into catfish farming, should always look out for claras. Yeah, you don't spend too much on feeding and you'll get the result ASAP.
Okay.
Yes.
So, as a businessman, you still recommend catfish for anybody, any day?
If you give me money right now for real estate, I'll use it and do catfish business.
Tell us your secret that has kept you in business so far.
Well, first of all, is the love for what I do.
Okay.
And second of all, I have passion for what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't make money the center of my focus because you get disappointed sometimes. And when money is the center of it all, the disappointment is lots. When I mean disappointment, meaning somebody can tell you tomorrow, produce this fish, I'll buy all, then you would run into that business because of that statement and end up not hearing from that person when you are ready. That's what I mean. So, but when you are doing it because you love what you do, you would not feel that pinch of disappointment because, hey, you really love what you're doing, right? So having them around is nice. I love it when they are being fed the response. I love to see them grow. And sometimes when I see their sizes, I go, wow, these fishes were just small yesterday and they are big today. Yeah.
Tell us some of the few traps about this that anybody starting should watch out for.
Okay, the number one is water.
Okay.
If you don't know the water quality, please don't start. If you are starting, don't start on a rainy season. Don't even buy a land in a rainy season. Don't drill a borehole in a rainy season. Don't dig a well in a rainy season. It's not real. Dry season will put you in a very bad position. So whatever you have to do, start when it's dry season. When you don't have enough water, please don't do it. Don't think you can buy water to taking care of these fishes. You'll get disappointed. The drivers will not tell you where they're going to get the water from. They'll mix the water up with gutter water and whatever and give it to you, and that will not help your production. And again, for good and maximum production and results, please, where you get your fingerlings from is key. If you get it from the wrong person that is interested in just making money, you will suffer it at the end of the day.
Okay,
Yeah.
your business, do you do breeding?
I don't
You do the
I don't hash.
You don't
I don't hash. I don't hash. I buy from a breeder and he's been good. I don't go left and right. I just focus on him. So whenever he calls, I purchase. Yes.
okay. Aside that, how many ways do you make money from catfish farming?
For me, at the moment, I'm making money from the fingerlings, the juveniles, the smoke size, and the table size.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you export?
At the moment, no.
So local market.
Local, yes, my local people, I love them.
Okay, so my next question has to do with, tell us some of the bad experiences you've had on it.
Bad experiences, workers. I've had to sack more than I can count. And finding that person that loves what you do and holds on to it the way you would hold on to it is difficult. And another experience that is really bad is the fish being poisoned by my neighbors.
They do poison them.
So security was poor at the time, and I had to up the game, spend more money to make sure security was okay. Another bad experience is my tanks getting leakage out of the blue. What was good yesterday, automatically, when you put stock in your fishes, the next minute, it's leaking.
Okay.
Yeah, so that
When you
could...
mean tank, is it the poly tank or this one?
The fish tanks.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So those are my experiences when it comes to, yeah.
How did you manage to up the security? What did you do?
So what I did, I increased the fence wall and I added more lighting system outside and inside so I can have clear vision at night when anybody comes close to the fence wall. Working on this security of the cameras and electric fence.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many employees do you keep to run this?
So far, one person is enough to run this one. So each place has one person.
Oh.
So in total, we are 3 at the fish section. Yes.
How many times do you do production in a year?
Twice.
Twice.
I'm supposed to do twice, but I do less than twice just for quality.
Okay.
I do less. I do once a year, and that's because you need to let the water system, where you get your water from, renew itself.
Okay.
Yes, because one of my tanks, the fish tank, takes about 50,000 liters of water.
Okay.
And running that for 8 months, your source,
Okay.
if care is not taken, will pick another foreign water and give you bad results. So I let the source rest. So I did once, but I'm supposed to be doing twice.
Okay. Now that is like 30,000 capacity.
Yes.
Okay. So if I'm doing 30,000 capacity, how would you evaluate it? Is it like $1 million Ghana cedi business?
It's over that.
Okay.
10,000 could give you 480,000
Okay.
times 3.
That's 1.2
Yeah, that's not that.
or more than that.
Yes, it's more than that.
My math is not good.
It's more than that. But at the end of the day, when you do that, that's the good picture of your sales. Okay. When you are able to even sell the 10,000, you should, what I would advise you do is take all your cost off that 10,000 and let the remaining 20,000 be your profits. Do you understand?
20,000.
Yeah, we have 30,000 capacity of fishes, and you have 10,000 in each farm.
Okay.
Now, one farm stands in as your sacrificial lamp of debts, like paying your bills, handling the feeding, handling the maintenance. The remaining 2 farms stands in as your profit.
Okay.
That's how I do it.
Okay. Now let's talk. I know every system is not perfect.
Now,
Of course, there are flaws.
okay.
What are some of the challenges that no matter what, you still face this challenge?
Catfish are carnivorous. They eat each other, and no matter how much you space them, or no matter how much you feed them, they'll still prey on each other. So that's something you cannot run away from. So if you're having a tank, 1,000 fish, and you don't control the way you've stocked them, you would end up with 800. And that's a big loss. That's one of the losses in the business that you can't do anything about. So I always tell people, if your capacity can take 1,000, make sure you just put 800. So there'll be enough space.
As experienced as you are, if you had to give an advice to anybody that wants to start, advice that people won't tell you.
Have money. Yeah. Make sure you're ready with money. Okay, when you're ready with enough money, and what is enough money? You see, catfish becomes expensive when you want to do it big. 10,000 is big. Okay, so don't start with 10,000. You need to understand the fish. So I will advise you start with 500 or 1,000. And you don't need to build a concrete pond like this. You can buy the mobile tanks, the white ones. Okay, or you buy the tarpaulin ponds. With that, you are gaining experience. And when you test your hands with 1,000, you can, whatever you did that worked for you with 1,000, do it 10 times. And that's 10,000 for you. Okay, so money and time. If catfish don't need you to feed them by 2 a.m. and feed them tomorrow by 1 a.m., you need to be consistent. You need to be vigilant as well. So if you're starting, get money, get good water. Yes.
Do you sell on social media? Has it helped?
Social media so far, no.
Okay.
No. Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth has helped.
I know you are on TikTok. Can
Yes.
you give us the handle so that anybody that wants to reach out?
It's $RayDollar_catfish.
Okay. And your contact, please.
027-895-7401. You'll be talking directly with me and nobody else.
Okay. Is there something on the farm that you are selling?
At the moment, the turkeys on the other side.
Okay, we'll talk about the turkeys later. We'll go there.
Okay.
About the turkeys later.
The fishes are up for sale. The other one, where he is.
Okay.
You want to see them?
Let's
go.
pass around.
So these ones are up for sale. Right now we're doing water change. Yeah.
You don't grow them bigger than this. These are 1 kg.
These are 1 kg, 1.1.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many months?
This is sitting around 6 months now.
6 months.
Yeah. Because the markets I target, they will tell you when it's too big, they can't buy it. It becomes too expensive. What's supposed to be 40 cities becomes probably 75. And that 75 to them, they feel like they can get more than what you're offering them. So I let the market determine what I produce. Because I started off with 3 kg, 2 kg, and it was almost like I'm begging them to buy it. Yes. And those guys who come today, they won't come the following day. Yeah. So I needed something that was going to be consistent. So in a week, I sell 3 times in a week. Yeah. So all of this is someone's order at the moment for December. And they are meant to be smoked dried. Yeah, for the individual that places order. I do the smoke dry, but strictly on request.
Okay.
I don't do it down. You have to request, make your payment, and once it's ready, we do a free delivery to where you are within Accra.
Okay. Where does this water go?
It goes to the tank on the ground, the filtered tank. The water comes here to these chambers. And from these chambers, I have a pump here. I pump it directly into the river. There's a river around here. Yeah. And that's how come here does not smell or does not feel polluted. You need to walk in here to know that there's a farm. You will never know until you walk in.
The layout is so nice.
So simple.
You love coconuts.
Yeah, I do. Actually, somebody was encouraging me to do the coconut business. Then I had not thought about using this property for this business yet. But I had it in mind, should in case I wanted to start something, I shouldn't tear down the coconut. So I made them stay in the middle, creating this 8 feet to 14 feet available for the farming. Yeah. It's huge. And not covering them to, is it advisable? Yeah, it's advisable, but when they are small, the birds will help you.
We'll talk about their production.
Okay.
This is the first one.